in today's video I'm going to share with you my favourite drill. This is the best drill that I can suggest will guarantee to improve your ball striking. But it also answers a question that came into the channel from John. And he was asking the question about chest rotation. And this is the thing that I see all the time. Online, face-to-face lessons, it's always the same problem. Golfers lose confidence in allowing your chest to rotate in the downswing because you make the assumption that it lends itself to over-the-top movement. And it's just not the truth, okay? So what I want to do is I want to talk today about this drill, what it represents, how you can simply practice it, but also asking the question about, John, how your chest rotation improves the quality of your ball striking. And the answer is because what we're going to do is we're going to focus in today's video on the sternum because it will help us think about the chest. So we have got, just to clarify, if I get set up like so I have got here a red alignment stick, a yellow and a green, obviously representing our sort of traffic lights. So the red is in the middle, okay, this is going to be our no ball position. The yellow is a club head's distance to the lead side of that, and then another club head's distance for the green. And I want you guys to start experimenting between, amber, yellow and green alignment stick, okay? Now, your sternum is going to influence your low point. Okay, and what I mean by low point is the lowest part when the club is hit the ground. So the club goes up, the club goes down, the club goes up. So where the club hits down, that's your low point of the swing. So if I'm a kind of golfer who puts the ball kind of very, very centrally in my stance, my sternum, and I kind of get set up like so, my sternum is located over the red alignment stick. And if I sort of swing up and I don't allow my chest to move and I just pull my arms down, then that's where my club is going to strike. Okay, somewhere in here. And for lots of golfers, that's fine. If you're a beginner golfer, it makes complete sense just to think about your arms. But the problem is you're never going to learn how to strike the ball properly. You're never going to add any speed to your swing. So we have to move a little bit more. Now, let's say we don't want to do that. So I get set up here on this red stick again. So what I'm saying is, if I want to advance and I want to move my low point to the lead side, to my target side of that, I need to find a way to get my sternum to move. Now, this is the key thing, and this is how aggressive your rotation needs to be. Because what you need to do, and this is where sequence comes into the golf swing, we need to find a way to start the downswing where the sternum moves further left. And you need to do this by left arm horizontal. And the reason for this is just it comes down to sequencing. So let me show you what I mean. I'm going to swing up, okay, and I'm going to turn. Watch my sternum now, so I'm going to turn. So see the way that I turn by the time I left arm horizontal, because from here, then the club can drop on the back of the ball. Now, the best way to practice this is hold the club like so, put your right hand under your left. I do this drill all the time with students. It's massive, okay? So use your right hand to elevate your left arm up in the air. Now, use your right hand or your trail hand to keep the lead arm up in the air. And I want you to start your downswing with the feeling of turning your chest towards the target so you feel like your sternum is moving. So now you can see I'm at lead arm horizontal and see the way that my sternum is located in between the green alignment stick and the yellow alignment stick. And what that means is I am now going to be able to, from this position, hit down on the golf ball. Okay, so your sternum, when you turn your chest, that means that your sternum is having that freedom to move to the lead side, which increases your chance of striking down the ball. Now, the question is, if we understand that, the question is, what about over the top? Well, no. And the reason why I'd say no is because, let me show you from the sidearm perspective. Up, okay, I'm going to do this drill. Okay, so if I keep my arms completely up in the air, okay, so I'm going to use the same exercise, and I just turn my chest, I look like this. Okay, so my hands will end up being quite far in front of me. But in reality, once you get used to this chest turn, guess what you can do? You can pull your arms down. So you're allowed to pull your arms down as you turn. And pulling your arms down and letting your arms drop down stops your hands going too far out, which means that then you won't have the fear of the over-the-top move. But the problem is, and this is what you've seen hopefully with some of the videos that come up onto the screen, most golfers move like this. Okay, so you have to amplify the rotation first, then you can pull your arms down. So I'm really hoping that this video highlights the importance of chest rotation, and the idea of turning your chest whilst progressively shifting your weight to the left helps you strike more down on the ball, And the way that you then counteract the fear of swinging over the top is by allowing your arms to drop down. And you get the blend of both of those, you're going to be able to hit it straight, swing on plane, but also start to compress it. See you soon.